Friends, this is Renee from Little Village Homestead, and today I'm going to show you how I make bread pudding with vanilla sauce. Be right back. Okay, friends, we're going to make some bread pudding. So, I've got a nice loaf. Well, I cut it in half, but I got two halves of sourdough bread. I love making this with sourdough bread. So, I'm just going to slice these in nice size slices. Just to show you. Then I'm going to just cube them up, and then I'm going to put them on my tray. Then I'm going to put them in the oven for about 10 minutes just to get them a little on the dry side, because then they soak up all the goodness. And it'll be good. Oh. Well, we'll get it. There. Okay, so I got them there. I'll cut up this half first and just show you. There's my big tray. Now I just put them on my tray and I spread them around. And they're nice chunks for me. I'll get the others down here. We'll just cut that right in two. Put that on there. Alright, so I'll get this all cut up. I'm going to let it bake in the oven for about 10 minutes just so it gets good and dry. And then when that's done, I'll be back and I'll show you the rest. Okay, friends, I am back with my big bread bowl. I baked my bread cubes in the oven for about 12 minutes or so, and they got a little bit toasted too, but that's all right. Anyway, with this, I am just going to mix all my stuff in here. And I'm going to start with 3 eggs, 3/4 cup of sugar, 2 cups of milk, and I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Get all that out of there. Okay. I'm going to do a teaspoon of vanilla, and a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Alrighty, there we are. And then I'm going to get a whisk and mix all this up. So we're just going to get that all mixed up. This will be wonderful. Makes it real good. And I'm going to put raisins in here because I love raisins in bread pudding. Looks like we got that mixed up pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to break up my, I'll just leave that in there. I'm going to break up my raisins and get it all in there. Make sure they're all broke up. I did about 3/4 cup of raisins because I like lots of raisins. You don't have to do raisins if you don't want. You can also do pecans or pretty much anything. Okay, let me set this aside a second. We got our little pan here. Actually, no. I made a mistake. I want to put my bread in here because I want it to soak for a little bit. So, I'm going to get this all in here. I jumped the gun. This stuff is wonderful. Okay. Get that all coated down in there, and I'll get the rest of it in there. This stuff is going to be fantastic. And then I make a nice vanilla sauce to put over the top of it. Some people do a bourbon sauce or, you know, anything like that, but I just like plain old vanilla sauce. So, okay, let me get the rest of my cubes in there. I don't want to waste any. Alright, there we go. This I'm going to let soak for a little bit before I bake it. I'm going to get it all coated in here. This stuff will be wonderful. Okay, so put this over here. I'm going to bring my nice little pan here, and we are going to fill this all up. I'm going to put all this in here. It should fit in there pretty good. I usually guess pretty good, but I've done this before many times, so kind of got it all in my head. Okay, and then I'm going to push this down, mix my raisins around a little bit, and then I'm just going to let that soak just like that before I put it in the oven. Get it all soaked up. So it'll take about 5-10 minutes of letting it soak, and then I'm going to bake it in the oven at 350 for about 25 minutes, and it will be done, and we'll be back. Okay, we got about 15 minutes left for the bread pudding, so now I'm going to show you how I do my vanilla butter sauce. It's a real simple recipe. Okay, so first thing first, my pan's not hot, of course. I'm going to put the one cup of sugar and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch in my pan, and I'm going to just whisk that up real quick. Just mix it in and get it whisked up real quick. Okay, I'm going to turn that on. Now I'm going to put in 2 cups of milk. Okay? And I'm going to get that all mixed together real good. This will be fantastic on there. Now this is real simple with no eggs. It's not something on my burner's burning. It's not a custard, it's just a sauce. So there will be no eggs in it. So, anyway, I have to get this to a good rolling boil. And when I do that, I will be right back to show you the next step. Okay, friends, you can see that that's boiling. It's done boiling. I just turned it off. I'm going to put my butter in there. Quarter cup of butter. It'll get all melted in there. And then I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Whisk that up. Now the heat's off too, remember. And this is going to be a wonderful vanilla butter sauce without eggs in it for my bread pudding. So, you see that's nice and thick and beautiful. So there you are, friends. So when our bread pudding is done and I get a little bit plated up, I'll show you and we'll be back. Well, there we have it, friends. The bread pudding is finished. The vanilla sauce is done. I just got to let it cool for about 10 minutes and then I'll be able to plate up a little bit and give it a sample. So there you are. I hope you give it a try. You'll love it, and thanks for watching.